Hey drama lovers and K-pop enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into a drama that not only broke JTBC's ratings records but also completely captured the hearts of fans worldwide with its unique blend of charm, humor, and unexpected thrills. We're talking about the one, the only Strong Girl Bong Soon, or as some of you might know it, Strong Woman Do Bong Soon. Released in 2017, this series starred the absolutely captivating Park Bo-young in the titular role, alongside the ever-charming Park Hyung-sik and the stoic yet endearing Ji-soo. It aired from February 24th to April 15th, and trust me, those weeks were a roller coaster of emotions, laughter, and nail-biting suspense. We're going to break down everything: the plot, the characters, the genius genre blending, what critics thought, how audiences reacted, and of course, give it our final rating. So, grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's get super! At its core, Strong Girl Bong Soon is built on a fantastical premise. Do Bong Soon, our protagonist, is born with superhuman strength. But this isn't just any strength, it's a hereditary gift passed down exclusively to the women in her family. It's a power that's both a blessing and a massive inconvenience. We see flashbacks of her as a child, trying to play hopscotch but cracking the pavement, or trying to gently open a door and ripping it off its hinges. This power comes with a catch, though: it's meant to be used for good. If she uses it selfishly, or to harm innocent people, she loses it. This moral compass built into her powers adds a fascinating layer to her character development. Despite her incredible ability, Bong Soon isn't out there saving the world. In fact, she's desperately trying to keep her powers under wraps. Her biggest dream? To create a video game where she's the main character, a strong woman who uses her abilities to protect others, a clear parallel to her own internal struggle. She's often unemployed or working temporary jobs, struggling to find her place in the world without accidentally causing mayhem. This relatable struggle, despite her extraordinary gift, makes her incredibly human and endearing right from the start. She's not a flawless superhero, she's a clumsy, lovable, aspiring game developer with a secret. Her ordinary life takes an unexpected turn when she crosses paths with Min Hyuk, played by the incredibly charismatic Park Hyung-sik. Min Hyuk is the eccentric, brilliant, and somewhat flamboyant CEO of Einsoft, a top-tier gaming company. He's also being targeted by an unknown assailant, receiving threats and enduring bizarre accidents. By chance, Min Hyuk witnesses Bong Soon single-handedly take down a group of intimidating gangsters who were harassing a bus driver. Naturally, he's stunned. Who wouldn't be? He sees her immense, barely controlled strength, and a brilliant, albeit crazy, idea forms in his mind: he'll hire her as his personal bodyguard. And just like that, our story truly begins. The heart of Strong Girl Bong Soon lies in its incredible characters, particularly our three leads. Their individual complexities and their dynamic together are what truly made this drama shine. Let's start with our titular character, Do Bong Soon, brought to life by the phenomenal Park Bo-young. Her casting was absolutely perfect. Park Bo-young possesses an innate charm and a captivating screen presence that allows her to effortlessly shift between comedic brilliance and heartfelt emotion. Bong Soon is not your typical K-drama heroine. Yes, she's petite and adorable, but beneath that sweet exterior lies a powerhouse. Her strength is a constant source of both physical comedy and internal conflict. She constantly worries about hurting people, breaking things, and attracting unwanted attention. This often leads to hilarious situations, like her trying to gently place a glass down only to shatter the table, or attempting to open a jar only to crush it. This internal struggle is what makes her so relatable. She's powerful, but also deeply insecure about that power. Throughout the series, Bong Soon undergoes a significant journey of self-discovery and empowerment. At first, she's hesitant and fearful of her abilities. She wants to be normal, to be seen as delicate and feminine, perhaps to appeal to her longtime crush, Guk-do. But as she starts working for Min Hyuk, she's gradually pushed out of her comfort zone. Min Hyuk, unlike anyone else, sees her strength not as a flaw but as something incredible, something to be embraced and refined. He encourages her to train, to control her power, and most importantly, to use it for good. Her turning point truly comes when her neighborhood becomes a target for a sinister serial kidnapper. This real threat forces Bong Soon to confront her fears and step up. She realizes her power isn't just for personal gain or amusement, it's a responsibility. This shift from a timid individual hiding her gift to a confident protector is incredibly satisfying to watch. Park Bo-young nails this transition, allowing us to feel Bong Soon's frustrations, her moments of doubt, and ultimately, her triumphant resolve. She embodies the idea that true strength isn't just physical, but also about courage, compassion, and standing up for what's right. Now, let's talk about the character who launched 1,000 ships, on Min-hyuk, impeccably played by Park Hyung-sik. Min-hyuk is a character that could have easily been a one-dimensional rich CEO, but Hyung-sik brings so much nuance and charm that he becomes an instant fan favorite. Min-hyuk is the youngest son of a chaebol family, but he's a self-made man, having built Einsoft into a major success. He's often depicted as eccentric, playful, a little bit mischievous, and incredibly intelligent. He has a unique, almost theatrical way of expressing himself, which leads to some of the show's most hilarious moments, like his dramatic fainting spells or his over-the-top reactions. He often feigns injury or helplessness just to see Bong Soon's reaction, and it's pure gold every time. But beneath the flamboyant exterior is a deeply lonely and vulnerable individual. Min-hyuk grew up in a dysfunctional family, constantly vying for his father's attention and dealing with betrayal from his older brothers. He carries emotional scars from his past, including a traumatic childhood incident that left him with trust issues and a guarded heart. When he hires Bong Soon, he initially sees her as a means to an end, a shield. But very quickly, he becomes fascinated by her, drawn to her innocence, her bluntness, and her surprising strength. What makes Min-hyuk truly compelling is his unwavering support for Bong Soon. He's the first person to truly see and appreciate her strength without fear or judgment. He actively encourages her to embrace it, to train, and to become the hero she was meant to be. He believes in her when no one else does, including herself. This mentorship transforms into a deep affection, and his love for her is characterized by protectiveness, genuine admiration, and an almost childlike joy in her presence. Park Hyung-sik's puppy dog eyes and his ability to convey both comedic timing and profound emotion make Min-hyuk an incredibly endearing and unforgettable male lead. His evolution from a jaded, suspicious CEO to a loving, supportive partner is a cornerstone of the drama's appeal. And then there's Guk-do, played by the consistently solid Ji-soo. Guk-do is Bong Soon's childhood friend and the object of her long-standing, unrequited crush. He's a principled, by-the-book detective who takes his job very seriously. He's often gruff, protective, and prone to misunderstandings, especially when it comes to Bong Soon. Guk-do embodies the classic second lead syndrome. He cares deeply for Bong Soon, but he's completely oblivious to her true feelings and, hilariously, her superhuman strength. He constantly lectures her about being careful, about her frail body, and often mistakes her accidental feats of strength for bizarre coincidences or the work of others. This leads to some fantastic comedic moments where Bong-do is utterly baffled by what just happened. He's the epitome of the well-meaning but emotionally clueless friend. While his primary role in the romantic triangle is to provide comedic tension and a dash of heartbreak, Guk-do also plays a crucial part in the crime thriller plot. His dedication as a detective drives a significant portion of the investigation into the kidnappings. He's earnest, hardworking, and genuinely committed to justice. His character arc is about finally realizing his true feelings for Bong Soon, albeit too late, and coming to terms with his own blind spots. Ji-soo portrays Guk-do's sincerity and slight awkwardness with admirable skill, making him a sympathetic character even as we root for the main couple. He's a reminder that sometimes, the person right in front of you might not be the one you're truly meant to be with, and that's okay. What truly sets strong girl Bong Soon apart is its bold decision to weave together two seemingly disparate genres, a light-hearted romantic comedy and a chilling crime thriller. And somehow, it works, creating a narrative that keeps you laughing one moment and on the edge of your seat the next. The romance between Bong Soon and Min-hyuk is, without a doubt, the undisputed highlight for most viewers. Their chemistry is off the charts. From their initial employer-employee dynamic filled with playful bickering, to their blossoming affection, every stage feels natural and earned. Min Hyuk's immediate fascination with Bong Soon's strength and his non-judgmental acceptance of her true self is incredibly refreshing. He doesn't try to change her, he encourages her to be more of herself. Their interactions are filled with memorable moments. Min Hyuk constantly teases Bong Soon, giving her adorable nicknames like Bong Boki or Do Bong Soon SSI. He's playfully possessive, hilariously jealous of Guk-do, and openly smitten. Bong Soon, initially flustered and annoyed by his antics, gradually warms up to his sincerity and falls for his genuine kindness and unwavering support. Their training sessions, where he teaches her to control her strength, become adorable dates, brimming with stolen glances and unspoken feelings. The drama masterfully builds the romantic tension. Min Hyuk is quite direct with his feelings, often making grand, dramatic statements that Bong Soon, still holding onto her crush for Guk-do, often misunderstands or dismisses. But his persistence, combined with his undeniable charm, slowly breaks down her walls. The shift in her feelings is subtle but powerful, reflecting a realistic journey of falling in love with someone who truly sees you. Their kisses are iconic, their cuddles are heartwarming, and their entire dynamic is just pure couple goals. They became one of the most beloved K-drama pairings for a reason. But strong girl Bong Soon isn't just about fluffy romance. Running parallel, and often intersecting, is a surprisingly dark and genuinely terrifying crime thriller. A mysterious psychopath is kidnapping young women from Bong Soon's neighborhood, Do Bong Dong. The perpetrator, who wears a chilling mask and operates out of an abandoned theater, is truly menacing. His motive, initially unclear, becomes more twisted and personal as the series progresses, adding layers of horror to the narrative. This crime plot provides the impetus for Bong Soon to finally use her powers for a greater purpose. She initially tries to help Guk-do's police team, but they, being skeptical of her claims of strength, dismiss her. This forces Bong Soon to take matters into her own hands, often putting herself in extreme danger. The tension builds gradually, with close calls, shocking reveals, and a real sense of urgency. The villain is cunning and resourceful, making him a formidable opponent. The juxtaposition of the lighthearted romance with this grim reality is a daring choice, but it works to provide balance. The thriller elements prevent the drama from becoming overly saccharine, grounding the fantastical elements in a serious struggle for justice. It also highlights Bong Soon's growth. Her decision to embrace her powers, even at great personal risk, makes her a true hero. The climactic confrontation with the antagonist is intense and satisfying, bringing both plots to a dramatic and emotional conclusion. It's a testament to the writing that these two very different tones could coexist so effectively. While our main trio stole the show, strong girl Bong Soon was made even richer by its incredible supporting cast. They added layers of comedy, warmth, and even more heart to the story. Bong Soon's family is a riot. Her mother, Hwang Jin-e, played by Shim Hae-jin, is a former strong woman herself who lost her powers due to selfish use. She's loud, dramatic, and constantly pushing Bong Soon to marry a rich man. Her father, Do Chil-gu, played by Yoo Jae-myung, runs a walnut pastry shop and is perpetually timid and doting, often suffering at the hands of his powerful wife. Their dynamics provide endless comedic relief and a touching contrast to Bong Soon's own struggles with her strength. Bong Soon's twin brother, Do Bong Ki, a seemingly normal doctor, also adds a dose of normalcy and grounded perspective. The gangsters led by Baek Tak, played by the hilarious Im Won-hee, are pure comedic genius. After Bong Soon accidentally hospitalizes their entire gang, they become a recurring source of slapstick comedy. Their fear of Bong Soon is legendary, and their attempts to get revenge always backfire spectacularly. Their subplot, while completely absurd, offers perfect comedic breaks from the intense thriller storyline and showcases Bong Soon's accidental yet devastating power. Who could forget the quirky monk? Another side plot involves a monk and his disciples, who are often caught in the crossfire of Bong Soon's power. They genuinely believe she's a divine being due to her strength, leading to some truly bizarre and laugh-out-loud moments of reverence towards her. This further emphasizes the fantastical elements and her inability to truly live a normal life. Min Hyuk's long-suffering but loyal secretary Gong, played by Jun Suk-ho, is another gem. His exasperated reactions to Min Hyuk's childishness and his unwavering dedication provide subtle comedic touches. The employees at Einsoft also add to the workplace humor, creating a lively backdrop for Min Hyuk and Bong Soon's developing relationship. Beyond the laughs and the thrills, strong girl Bong Soon cleverly explores several compelling themes that resonate deeply with viewers. This is perhaps the most central theme. Bong Soon's journey is one of learning to accept and embrace her unique abilities rather than suppressing them. For much of her life, her strength has been a burden, a secret she has to hide. She longs to be normal, to fit in, and to be perceived as delicate. Min Hyuk plays a pivotal role in this. He sees her strength not as a flaw, but as a gift, and encourages her to hone it. This external validation helps her to internalize the idea that her power is part of who she is, and something to be proud of. The series sends a powerful message about self-acceptance, encouraging viewers to embrace their unique qualities, whatever they may be, and to find strength in their individuality. The dark crime plot brings the theme of justice to the forefront. Bong Soon's powers are given to her ancestors to help the weak and bring justice. While she initially uses it for petty revenge or self-defense, the kidnappings force her to confront the moral imperative of her abilities. She realizes that with great power comes great responsibility, a classic superhero trope beautifully executed here. She can't stand by while innocent people are harmed. This forces her to mature and understand the true purpose of her gift. The series highlights the idea that standing up for others, even in the face of immense danger, is a vital part of being truly strong. The drama provides a nuanced look at love, not just as romantic passion, but as a form of unwavering support and understanding. Min Hyuk's love for Bong Soon is rooted in his acceptance of her full self, including her strength. He champions her, trains her, and provides a safe space for her to be vulnerable. Conversely, Bong Soon's love for Min Hyuk grows from seeing his own vulnerabilities, his loneliness, and his genuine kindness beneath the playful exterior. Their relationship becomes a mutual partnership where they uplift each other. The contrast with Guk-doo's well-meaning but ultimately stifling protectiveness further emphasizes the kind of supportive love that Bong Soon truly needs and thrives in. The show also touches upon family relationships and societal expectations. Bong Soon's mother constantly pressures her to get married and live a normal life, fearing the dangers of her strength. This reflects societal pressures on women to conform to certain roles. Min Hyuk's own family struggles, with sibling rivalry and a distant father, highlight the impact of dysfunctional family dynamics. Both characters find solace and true family in each other, forming a bond that transcends their initial expectations. Strong Girl Bong Soon didn't just become popular, it received significant critical acclaim for its ambitious execution. Let's break down why. The most talked about aspect of this drama is its audacious genre blending. Combining a whimsical romantic comedy with a dark, gritty crime thriller is inherently risky. Many shows attempt this and fail, leading to jarring tonal shifts. However, Strong Girl Bong Soon largely pulled it off. The comedy, driven by Bong Soon's strength and Min Hyuk's antics, provides much-needed levity. The thriller, on the other hand, gives the story weight, purpose, and keeps the stakes high. The success lies in the execution. The comedy elements are exaggerated and almost cartoonish, leaning into the fantasy aspect. The thriller, while dark, is contained within its own narrative space, usually focusing on the investigation or direct confrontations. While some critics found the tonal shifts occasionally jarring, particularly in the early episodes, the majority lauded the drama for its ability to balance these extremes. It prevented the romance from becoming too fluffy and the thriller from becoming too oppressive, creating a unique and dynamic viewing experience. It showed that K-dramas aren't afraid to experiment with narrative structures. The drama's success hinges heavily on its cast, and they delivered in spades. Park Bo-young, as do Bong Soon, she truly shined. Her ability to embody both childlike innocence and formidable strength was remarkable. She made Bong Soon relatable, funny, and deeply empathetic. Her comedic timing was impeccable, and her emotional scenes were heartfelt, making viewers root for her at every turn. It's hard to imagine anyone else in that role. Park Hyung-sik, his portrayal of On Min-hyuk was a revelation for many. He managed to make a potentially arrogant chaebol CEO incredibly lovable and charming. His expressive face, his puppy dog eyes, and his knack for physical comedy made Min-hyuk unforgettable. He perfectly captured both the playful, flirtatious side and the underlying vulnerability and trauma of the character. His chemistry with Park Bo-young was simply legendary, sparking the popular Min-min and Bong-bong couple nickname. Jisoo, while overshadowed by the main couple's chemistry, Jisoo gave a strong performance as in Gukdu. He effectively conveyed the character's earnestness, his dedication, and his slightly dense nature. He made Gukdu a sympathetic second lead, even as viewers yearned for Bong Soon and Min-hyuk to get together. The supporting cast, from Shim Hae-jin and Yoo Jae-myung as Bong Soon's parents to Won-hee as Baek-tak, were all excellent. They fully committed to their roles, adding layers of humor and authenticity to the world of Do Bong Dong. Lee Hyung-min's direction brought the script to life with flair. The visual style often leaned into the fantastical elements, using slow motion for Bong Soon's powerful actions, and often employing a vibrant color palette for the comedic scenes. The action sequences, while not overly realistic, were choreographed to emphasize Bong Soon's unique strength, often with exaggerated sound effects that added to the humor. The darker, thriller scenes employed a more muted, colder palette and tighter shots, creating a distinct visual contrast that helped differentiate the genres. The use of CGI, especially for Bong Soon's strength, was generally effective and added to the cartoonish charm rather than detracting from it. The script, penned by Baek Mi-kyung, was praised for its clever dialogue, memorable lines, and its ability to create compelling character arcs. The humor often stemmed from witty banter and situational comedy, while the emotional beats felt earned. The overarching plot was engaging, keeping viewers hooked. However, some critics did point out minor pacing issues. The middle episodes, while still enjoyable, sometimes felt a little stretched as the serial killer plot took time to fully escalate and the romantic confession was slightly delayed. There were also instances of plot convenience, but these were generally minor and didn't detract significantly from the overall enjoyment. The balance between the main romance, the crime plot, and the various comedic side stories was well maintained, preventing any one element from overwhelming the others. No K-drama review is complete without mentioning the OST. The soundtrack for Strong Girl Bong Soon is a bop. From the quirky and energetic Superpowered Girl to the sweet and romantic Because of You, the songs perfectly encapsulated the drama's various moods. The music enhanced the comedic scenes, heightened the romantic tension, and added to the suspense of the thriller, creating a complete sensory experience that elevated the storytelling. It's an OST that you'll definitely want to add to your K-drama playlist. Strong Girl Bong Soon wasn't just a critical darling, it was a bona fide smash hit with audiences, becoming one of JTBC's highest-rated dramas in its history at the time of airing. But why did it resonate so deeply with viewers, both in Korea and internationally? The biggest draw, hands down, was the Min-min and Bong-bong couple. The undeniable chemistry between Park Bo-young and Park Hyung-sik created an explosive fandom. Viewers couldn't get enough of their adorable interactions, their playful teasing, and Min-hyuk's unabashed adoration for Bong Soon. Their romantic moments were so well executed that they became instant iconic K-drama scenes, leading to countless fan edits, memes, and discussions across social media platforms. The couple's dynamic was so strong that it often overshadowed other elements, leading to a strong desire for them to date in real life. Despite her superhuman strength, Bong Soon herself was incredibly relatable. Her struggles with self-acceptance, her desire for a normal life, her unrequited crush, and her clumsy attempts to navigate her powers resonated with many viewers. She wasn't a perfect, flawless hero, she was a quirky, lovable character with very human insecurities, making her journey of empowerment all the more inspiring. The drama offered a perfect balance for audiences. The romantic comedy elements provided lighthearted escapism, full of laughs and heartwarming moments. Meanwhile, the dark thriller added an exciting, suspenseful edge that kept viewers engaged in guessing. This dynamic shift in tone meant the show never got boring or predictable. It appealed to viewers who enjoyed both fluffy romances and intense crime stories. The show spawned numerous viral moments and memes, particularly related to Min Hyuk's over-the-top reactions, the gangsters' comedic suffering, and Bong Soon's effortless displays of strength. This organic spread across social media further fueled its popularity and introduced the drama to an even wider audience. Its engaging plot, fantastic chemistry, and memorable characters have given strong girl Bong Soon significant rewatch value. Many fans find themselves coming back to it, whether for a comfort rewatch of the romantic moments or to appreciate the comedic timing all over again. It has solidified its place as a beloved K-drama classic among both new and seasoned fans of the genre. No drama is perfect, and strong girl Bong Soon is no exception. Let's summarize its key strengths and acknowledge a few minor critiques. Unrivaled chemistry: the lead actors, Park Bo-young and Park Hyung-sik, delivered an on-screen chemistry that is truly exceptional and rare. Their interactions alone were enough to carry the show. Unique genre blending, successfully merging romantic comedy, fantasy, and a dark crime thriller was a bold move that paid off, offering a multifaceted and engaging viewing experience. Empowering female lead: Do Bong Soon is a refreshing and inspiring female protagonist who undergoes significant growth, embracing her unique strength and using it for good. Effective humor: the comedy, ranging from slapstick to witty dialogue, landed perfectly and provided excellent comedic relief from the darker plot. Memorable supporting cast: the quirky and diverse supporting characters, especially Bong Soon's family and the gangsters, contributed significantly to the drama's charm and humor. Strong OST: the soundtrack perfectly complements the various moods of the drama, enhancing every scene. Satisfying character arcs: the main characters experience meaningful development, learning, and growing throughout the series. Pacing: in the mid-section, some viewers felt a slight drag in the middle episodes, particularly before the serial killer plot reached its climax. Minor plot conveniences: there were instances where plot points felt a little too convenient, or certain character actions seemed designed to move the story along rather than being entirely logical. Jarring tonal shifts: for some, while mostly successful, the abrupt shifts between the bubbly rom-com and the grim thriller could be a bit jarring for a small segment of the audience who preferred one genre over the other. Underdeveloped villain motivation: while terrifying, the villain's ultimate motivation could have been explored a bit more deeply to add further psychological complexity. So, after this comprehensive deep dive, what's the final verdict on strong girl Bong Soon? This drama is, without a doubt, a standout in the K-drama landscape. It's a testament to creative storytelling, brilliant casting, and excellent execution. It defies easy categorization, offering something for everyone: heartwarming romance, laugh-out-loud comedy, and genuine suspense. It leaves you feeling uplifted and entertained, with memorable characters that stay with you long after the credits roll. It's a drama that truly delivers on its promise of a unique and powerful female lead, supported by a male lead who champions her strength, not diminishes it. While it has a few minor imperfections, they are easily overshadowed by its immense charm and entertainment value. Therefore, strong girl Bong Soon earns a very strong. It's an absolute must-watch for anyone who loves K-dramas, romantic comedies with a twist, or just a feel-good story with a powerful message. If you haven't seen it yet, please do yourself a favor and add it to your watch list immediately. And if you have, let me know your favorite moments in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this ultimate deep dive into strong girl Bong Soon. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more K-drama content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. What drama should we cover next? Let me know. Until then, stay strong, drama lovers. Bye.